Hey everybody, it's Mr. Jake from the Pittsburgh Y coming at you with another hashtag Why with Families challenge. It is Superheroes Week, so I was trying to think of different superpowers that we could learn together, and I thought of one which is mind reading, which I think is one of the coolest superpowers that exists. And there's a couple really easy ways that you can convince other people that you are a mind reader. So what you're going to need for today's challenge is just a deck of cards. And actually, you don't even need a full deck of cards. You could probably do this with a half deck of cards. As long as you have more than 20 cards, you'll be able to do this one. So let's set up here, and then I'll show you how it's done. All right, so we're all set up. We've got our deck of cards. I've got my assistant who's also holding the camera, but I'm going to be asking her the questions and doing this mind reading trick for her. And then after I've shown you how it works, I'll teach you how to do it. But you should know that we haven't talked about this before, so I'm going to be able to completely read her mind to figure out what card is pulled, even though I don't know how she's going to answer these questions. So the first question is, give me a number between 10 and 20.
15.
All right, 15, right in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna discard 15 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. So 15 is basically made up of two numbers, a 1 and a 5. So when you put 1 and 5 together, when you add them, what do you get?
6.
All right, 6, very good. So I'm gonna give you the 6th card off of this deck, and then I'm going to be able to read your mind and tell you what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm not looking at it. And I'm gonna use my mind reader abilities right now because I see you looking at it. I'm gonna read your mind. Here we go. Wow, 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 wow. It's my mind reader sound. That's how it works. Wow, 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 wow. It's red. It is a 3 of hearts.
Yep.
All right, woo! Perfectly read your mind. So let's celebrate a little bit, and then I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so the trick to this mind reading challenge that you're going to be doing is you can do it with any deck of cards. It doesn't have to be full. You just need to know what the 10th card in the deck is. So before you go to do this and convince somebody that you are in fact a mind reader, you have to look through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at the 10th card in the deck. So we're gonna do this together so you see how it's done. This is a Jack of Diamonds. You have to keep that memorized and then put them back on there. And then you can't shuffle it or anything because that card needs to be in the same spot that you just memorized. And then you ask somebody to pick a card just like I did, pick a number between 10 and 20, just like I did. So it could be any number. We did it with 15 before. Let's do it with 12 this time. And then you discard off the top, face down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And again, that could be any number, right? So if they pick 18, you discard 18 cards. If they pick 13, you discard 13 cards. But what you do next is you have the person add the numbers together that make up the number that they picked, right? So since we did 12, adding the 1 and 2 together gives us 3, right? So we're going to count down 3 cards. 1, 2, and then the third card you show them. Don't look at it yet, you show them, and this will always be that 10th card in the deck. And if you're really, really good at math, I want you to spend some time and figure out why this works, because I would be very, very impressed if you prove to yourself why it works that way. But it will always be the 10th card if you have them pick a number between 10 and 20. 20 doesn't work. It has to be 11 through 19, right? Between 10 and 20. And then you have to have them add those numbers to count backwards. But it will always end up being that 10th card, which is, Jack of Diamonds. So as long as you have that memorized, you don't get it mixed up in your brain, you will be able to convince people that you have the superpower of a mind reader. So I hope you had fun, hope you learned something, and I hope that you convince everybody that you can detect their thoughts and that you have a superpower. So that's it for today, and I will see you tomorrow.